So we've said it before, when you're talking about a travel trailer, specifically a travel trailer, there's just not a whole lot of storage. Now with our Keystone Passport, we do have this hall closet. That's the bedroom. And we have this hall closet. And at one point I put a hanger in here so that we can hang stuff. But then everything down in this area always becomes very cluttered. We found a solution. So stick with us here. So the solution is in the box, and if you're familiar with IKEA, you recognize those barcodes, and that's this rack. And we're going to put that together and see if that resolves most of our issue in that closet. So in this cabinet, we've got 29.5 inches across the length, and we have 11.5 inches deep here. And so this meets the measurements. I'm not in love with the color, but that could be fixed. And what we want to do is be able to stack bins, because currently we use bins like this in there for like the dog food and other stuff. We got a couple of these bins floating around, and it's really nice to be able to use those and not have everything just stacked. Because essentially what happens is if you want whatever's at the bottom, you got to take everything out, put, get what you want and all that stuff. So we're hoping with this rack system in here that'll fit in that closet, we can neatly organize everything into bins. And I'm not going to bore you with the assembly. I mean, if you've ever built anything from IKEA, it says 10 minutes. It's going to take all day. Probably not. But I'm going to get this thing put together, and then we'll show it to you in the closet.
2 hours later.
Well, as usual, a IKEA project took a long time. And it wouldn't have, except I was putting it in here. And that's the end result. And it freed up all of that area just by putting that shelf in. Now, why did it take so long? Well, because of this right here. I thought I could take this off, can't. So I had to disassemble this whole rack and rebuild it inside of the cabinet. But it's solid, it's not going anywhere. And yeah, it looks great and it's functional.
It's really nice to have everything organized with the dog food and the toys and the towels.
Okay, so that was a not so simple DIY, but the little things that you can do really make a huge difference in the trailer. So don't be afraid to do, like any work on your trailer. Thanks for coming along. We really appreciate you coming. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the join button, hit all the buttons, and look at the video that's popping up right here, right over Teresa's face. And we'll see you in the next video.